Thank you for coming tonight and for hosting this public town hall to allow input and support. I'm Catherine Holcomb, a lifelong resident of Morgan City, president of St. Mary Excel, a nonprofit working for community advancement in and around St. Mary Parish. It's my understanding that according to the scientists who have examined all of the zones under consideration to be Louisiana's National Estuarine Research Reserve, the Atchafalaya Zone was the highest scoring zone as determined by a panel of experts. That's really exciting that the Atchafalaya Zone scored the highest on the metric developed for this linear selection process. Science shows us that the Atchafalaya Zone is a microcosm of Louisiana. It represents all of the habitats found within the state. We also feel like our people are also a microcosm of Louisiana. They represent all of the inhabitants and cultural mixes found here in Louisiana. I'd like to offer a few other measures to show how our Atchafalaya Zone showcases all the attributes of Louisiana. Morgan City, Louisiana was named Jumbo Shrimp Capital almost 100 years ago. Our people have always supported their families from the waterways, abundant resources, which include so much more than just shrimp. We have that story to tell. Morgan City is also a legacy oil and gas community which has served the entire state of Louisiana, north, south, east, and west extremely well. That industry's booms and busts have impacted our people. The Mr. Charlie Rig in Morgan City, once a working platform, now the only authentic rig museum, overlooks the Atchafalaya River, and it symbolizes the changing landscape of the oil and gas industry as energy transitions are taking place. We still have that story to tell. Our Morgan City area was faced with environmental issues in a fight against and victory over the world's largest hazardous waste incinerator. Residents fought for over a decade to protect the Atchafalaya River, basin, and delta, and to keep our area safe for our people. And we have that story to tell. We've been challenged by flooding. A direct hit by Hurricane Andrew in 1992 was the impetus needed to shore up the area and begin a 20-year process to raise the levees to meet a 100-year flood event. These are only a few of our stories. Over the last 4 years, St. Mary Excel has submitted numerous proposals and grant applications for resources to highlight our beautiful Atchafalaya, the largest river swamp in the United States. A few of them are a 2020 Conservation and Restoration Partnership Fund proposal for an Atchafalaya Interpretive Center at Morgan City, a NOAA-NERDA proposal, a Deepwater Horizon Restoration Project proposal, a 2021 Atchafalaya Basin Plan project for an interpretive center, a 2019 BP Industry Funding request, a 2020 Louisiana Trustee Implementation Group proposal, a 2020 National Fish and Wildlife Foundation Coastal Resilience Fund proposal, a Robert Wood Johnson Foundation appeal. In 2023, Louisiana Coastal Master Plan comments for continued support for an Atchafalaya Interpretive Center in Morgan City, and this is my favorite. Well, not my favorite, because they were all very important, very important. A 2020 Atchafalaya Basin Plan project for educational ferry boats for student use into the basin and delta. We've also written grants to fund the extensive Morgan City walking and bicycle trail, which will connect all of our citizens to the waterways in our communities. The commitment of our citizens to connect the Atchafalaya National Heritage Area with trails from Amelia, Morgan City, Berwick, and now Bayou Vista will support the efforts of a LANERR in our area and will hopefully one day reach to the western end of the parish. Those bike trails, we want to connect. St. Mary Excel wants to help tell our story, the story of a resilient Atchafalaya and a resilient people who have relied on each other for survival. We are 100% in support of our Atchafalaya Zone being named the Louisiana National Estuarine Research Reserve. If Louisiana representativeness is the magic phrase for selection of the Atchafalaya Zone as a LANERR, that magic is right here.
All right, you done? We got it?
Yep. Seal the deal.
Hi, I'm Carrie Stansbury. I'm the Executive Director of the Cajun Coast Visitors Aid Convention Bureau, representing St. Mary Parish. The coast, Cajun Coast, coast is very important to our identity, particularly since we are a eco-friendly, nature-based destination. I also sit as a commissioner to the Atchafalaya Zone Heritage Area, which is a national program. I also sat many moons ago through the Atchafalaya Basin Program, various committees under the Department of Natural Resources. As a result of going to those events, we created an event called Eagle Expo. As part of that, we've done it for 17 years minus one, COVID. But we do bird tours on boats. We have educational speakers, which you guys are going to be here next Saturday, and an educational raptor program where we go to all the junior high schools in St. Mary Parish. We also host one to the public, and also we do one for homeschooled kids, parochial and private schools. So we see each year about 1,200 students. We believe that environmental stewardship is very important, particularly for me and for the Tourist Commission. I also met Dr. Twiley. I pronounce his name incorrectly all the time. I apologize about that. I always want to say Twiley. But I did meet him. He's been to our Welcome Center before, and his expertise on the Delta building is very fascinating. In the last several years, the Cajun Coast has worked with LANERR. They provided boats to the Eagle Expo, the Barataria Terrebonne National Estuary Program, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, Department of Natural Resources, Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, the Audubon Society. I just found out tonight it's a new name.
Yeah, Audubon Delta.
Audubon Delta. And the list goes on. All of this is to say that we know how to partner. We know how to work with partnerships, and I think we do a very good job of that. The Cajun Coast would love to be a part of this amazing project. First, by you all selecting us as the site. And also, secondly, we would like to be home of the LANERR education program. We have a welcome center right on Highway 90 on 900 Dr. Martin Luther Boulevard. And it's access to the highway. We have a parking lot, and we think by partnering we could be mutually beneficial to LANERR project and to Cajun Coast. As you all know, that and understand and appreciate that St. Mary Parish is rich in diversity, and we believe that there is no greater place for LANERR.
One thing that was just said, I told you to encourage your friends to go to, we have the other town hall meeting in New Iberia on Thursday evening, the same time slot. But Justin and I won't be at the Eagle Expo and giving a presentation next Saturday. So if there's anybody that's missing this, encourage them to go and listen to us talk about it there as well.